Sun Devils try and get out of their own zone. Levi Holston fighting off the forechecker. Richter throws him down. Jimmy's still have the puck. Quick shot on from Sanstabo. Moore has to get up back onto his legs. Puck redirected. Adams trying to bat it out. Sun Devils a little hesitant as they've been out there for a while. Not really moving their legs too much in the defensive zone. Adams finds Miller. Sanstabo in the neutral zone. As with this long change, the Sun Devils can only change one player. Richter on the right side. Chavez, Leach on his backhand. Leach finds Richter right in the middle, and he gets thrown down. Looks like it might be a call as the back referee has his arm raised. Stevens with the point shot on. He'll be touched up by Adams, and it's going to be, imagine it's going to be a tripping call. Yeah, it looked like it was a possible slew foot by Austin Palumbo as Richter was pivoting the own offensive zone. .14:06 in this second period. It's a 1-0 lead for the Jimmies. Pruss and Klein, won by Alan Pruss. Jet Larson will steer that out to the neutral zone. Gavin Klein retrieves the puck in the offensive zone. Tight turn. Klein just trying to kill some time in the offensive corner. The Sun Devils will love to just do that for the rest of this 2-minute minor. In his own zone, Kyle Barron turns around. McAvoy Scott, cross-ice pass over to Michael Pruss. Pruss, button hooks up to the point. Barron didn't get that puck right into his wheelhouse and couldn't pull the trigger. Jet Larson dumps it down and to allow the Sun Devils to finish off a change. Kowalchuk. Kowalchuk throws a quick shot on. Anderson had to be ready. Kowalchuk gets the puck right again, and a second shot saved by Anderson. Jacob Lesser trying to center that in front, and it was McKechnie, who you don't really expect back checking on a power play, but doing that was able to save his team a goal. Cameron Todd up to the point. McKechnie over to Richter. Richter trying to go it. Oh, and a second save by Moore in the splits. That's all just fight as a goaltender, making those second save off those second chance opportunities. Sanstabo on the far right side. Sanstabo trying to saucer that in front, and the redirection from Aquino saved by Moore. 20 seconds left on the man advantage. Todd keeps the puck in on the blue line. Down low, McKechnie couldn't handle the puck as Geely was trying to get his stick in the way. Richter trying to backhand that one. Aquino keeps it in. Sanstabo over to Aquino. Todd, they try to center that in front for Richter. Now he plays it over to Sanstabo. Another save. And it's diving in front. And Kowalchuk with a sprawling block is able to not allow McKechnie on the back door to tap it home. And the play's finally whistled as it looks like the net was deemed off its moorings. Sun Devils with a gutsy penalty kill. As again, Bronson Moore the star tonight for the Sun Devils in net. Well, it's Kowalchuk doing a great job on the backside, on the weak side, not allowing McKechnie to have a free, wide open net, and was able to dive just in time. Little miscommunication between the referees and the Arizona State benches. Since the net was deemed off by the Arizona State player, they are not allowed to change. .11:55 in the second period. It's a 1-0 Jimmy's lead. Haven't happened by chance, though, as the Jimmies have been really putting their foot on the gas pedal in the second period. Kowalchuk. He rims it around. Simpson's pitching up in the play. McNeil helps out his defenseman and keeps it in. Kowalchuk. Down the corner. Gets pinned. Puck up to the front. McNeil couldn't handle it, and now come to the defenseman Budman. Budman Indirect pass off the boards. Geely chops at it, and that'll dump it all the way down in the offensive zone. Donovan Myers for Arizona State, trying to weasel his way in, unable to. Puck's coughed up to the point. Miller, the soft backhand pass. Will find Holston. Holston gets that pass intercepted. Havner on the backtrack, is able to keep it in and throws it back down. York gloves it down, and that shot misses wide. Havner up to the point. Miller, not on his strong side, just has to chip that one back in the offensive zone. It's taken away by Brian Crom. Crom on the far stretch pass out of the reach of McNeil. York over to Havner. Hero coming off the bench. Hero with the wrist shot on. And Anderson a little shaky on that save as he allowed that rebound, but fortunately for him, it was a Jamestown player there. Hurl a clap bomb, and this time Anderson's able to snag that with no problem. 10:37 left in the second period. It's a 1-0 Arizona State lead. And this second period is brought to you by Cold Beer and Cheeseburgers. With multiple locations in the Valley. Stop by before a football game or March Madness. Cold Beers and Cheeseburgers. Yee plays it up to Bell. Now to Hepburn. To Yee. Yee trying to find in front was Bell. That was a nice play by all three of the forwards for the Jimmies of almost using that three-man weave drill that they always practice, going up the ice, using all 200 feet, and was able to have a nice breakout with speed and now have an offensive zone draw. Draw one by the Jimmies. Barron thrown down, intercepted with the puck now. Here's Amaya. Amaya eats a check, but will get that puck deep. Hepburn gets pinned to the boards by Hurl. As the puck will pop out for Barron. Barron, rim around the strong side. Adams elects not to pinch, but he makes a defensive play in the neutral zone. Bell on his backhand. Wrist shot. Moore's able to corral that rebound in front and will cover it up. 9:51 in the second period. It's a 1-0 Jimmy's lead. Holston for Arizona State wins it into his own zone. Kowalchuk keeping his puck, trying to headman that in front. He'll try to do it on the second chance. Unable to as it's Michael Press on the forecheck. Too strong of a pass, and it's getting that relentless forecheck for the Jimmies, putting Arizona State under pressure and forcing them to ice that puck. Interesting coming to the twilight of the ACHA hockey season as regionals and nationals are upon us. Because after this game tonight, only 3 more games for the Jimmies. For Arizona State, they have about 6 after this game tonight. Taking for it on the half wall. Jimmies come out with it. Budman couldn't clear it. Alan Press trying to pull the trigger. Michael Press asking for it right in front. And the back referee looks like he has a hooking call. As boy, off another broken play, the Jimmies had a golden opportunity and would probably saved a goal. Ended up being Zachary Kowalchuk on the hooking call. Shots very evident of how this game has been going so far. 19-11 in favor of Jamestown as they get another power play opportunity. And you can feel that the ice is maybe tilting in the favor of the Jimmies. Aquino over to McKechnie. Todd to McKechnie, trying to jam it in front, but he'll miss the net. Sonstabo works it back down low. Todd on the half wall, looking for the redirection, and Richter had it. It looked like he had the top left corner open above the shoulder of Bronson Moore. Just got a little too much loft on it. Ended up electing to go for the sandwich. Probably should have used the 9-iron. As Jamestown elects to keep their number 1 power play unit out, Todd will have to go into the draw after his line mate McKechnie gets kicked out. Studioso, a hard chip off the high glass. Anderson will have to retrieve it out of his own net. 30 seconds has gone by in this man advantage with 8:40 left in the second period. It's a 1-0 Jimmy's lead. Cameron Todd takes a stick check from Gavin Klein, and he still has the puck. Wheeling around in the offensive zone, Sonstabo. Over to Aquino. Little miscommunication between Todd and Sonstabo. McKechnie looking to jam it or plate in front to Richter. Now to Sonstabo. Sonstabo with the wrist shot, misses high. Kept in by Todd, the Australian. Todd. Drop pass will come to Aquino. McKechnie back up to the point to Todd. Jet Larson gets his stick in front to delay the pass. Super saucy pass that time by McKechnie. Todd able to handle it though. Sonstabo, as he's falling to his knees, got the shot off, but a little too inaccurate. 30 seconds left in this man advantage for the Jimmies. Arizona State really just keeping them at bay, although they haven't been able to really clear that puck. And now they finally do, as I imagine John Studioso must have heard me all the way up here in the press box, and that'll allow for both teams to go for a wholesale change. Sonstabo waiting for that change from the Jimmies in his own zone. Aaron pass by Alan Pruss. So defenseman Barron will have to force the Jimmies to break out again. Penalty is cleared off by the Sun Devils. And Aiden Sullivan comes on for Kowalchuk out of the box. Under 7 minutes left in the second period, a 1-0 Jimmy's lead. Sullivan trying to get the puck out, but it looks like Alan Pruss was able to tie his stick down. Budman now able to force the issue, skates it up his own zone, but it gets sticked away by the defenseman Garrett Browning. The other way come the Jimmies. Pass out of the reach of Pruss. Pruss will just have to throw that one in front. It'll be picked up by Austin Palumbo. Palumbo through the middle. And he'll like to go for the shot and force Anderson to freeze up in his belly with 6:28 left in the second period. Got one by Hurl. Now to Garrett Amaya. Amaya saucering over to Miller. Miller couldn't handle a pass. Trying to look for that redirection from Jet Larson, unable to. Josh Stevens gets his pass almost intercepted by Hurl. Yee. Yee on the right side. Yee gets thrown down by Miller. A little too fancy trying to go for the between the legs move. And he gave himself up, and Miller was just able to easily just throw him down to the ice. Chavez Leach trying to get the puck out of his skates behind the net of Bronson Moore. 5:50 in the second period left. Miller. Hard chip off the glass is just enough. Yager Larson's trying to race and beat Hepburn to it. Holson coming off the bench. Fights off the check. Yager Larson was glad he had someone on the high slot, but no one was there. York coming in and they score! A quick tic-tac-toe play between Yager Larson and York, activating from the blue line, and the Sun Devils answer back, and it's 1-1. You can see it was evident from assistant coach Chad Bailey, who works with the defenseman this season, of having a point of emphasis of trying to have the defenseman to jump up into the play, and that time it worked to perfection. Ends up being Jack York's third goal of the season. We're used to seeing him use that clap on, but this time he elects for the quick release. Holston trying to dig it out in front of his own bench. He does to Jet Larson. Larson eats the check, and that'll force him to miss that shot wide. Puck's pinned in the corner. Holston's able to get that puck out. Now to Havner. Havner all the way up to the blue line. Throws it across wide. Budman's able to snap at it. And it's thrown back down low. Cole Sonstabo. Sonstabo throws it up to the middle. Kowalchuk with the errant pass gets blocked. Klein dodges a check. Jimmy's in onside. Bell with the puck on a string. Bell with that shot on. Moore's able to cover it. He was trying to fish for it. And with 4:26 left, Arizona State is tied 1-1. Jimmy's have to be kicking themselves in the foot, as they've had many opportunities, especially in the second period on the man advantage, to try to increase their lead. But it's either with just errant play on their side, or more likely Bronson Moore just putting in another worldly performance for Arizona State, keeping this a tied game. Puck kept by the Jimmies. Barron's point shot will get redirected by Moore to the corner. Players fishing for it. Todd to Richter. Up to the point, Barron looking for that shot, but that'll miss to the wide right. McKechnie. McKechnie trying to protect that puck. Klein's able to snatch it up in midair. Will allow Arizona State to go for that change. Myers, indirect pass out of the reach of Geely. And since he didn't cross the red line, it's going to be an icing call. 3:41 left in the second period. It's a 1-1 hockey game. We say thank you to all of our viewers tonight watching, wherever you are, and with technical difficulties, we appreciate your cooperation. Draw one by the Jimmies. Up to the point. Simpson throws it down, and it's a kneeling block by Studioso. Now joining the rush. Klein. Klein on the right side. Could be a quick 2-on-1. Klein looking for the rebound, and Geely gets thrown down in front by McElroy Scott on the back check, and the referee saw that one. Definitely wouldn't really want to take any penalty if you could, but you can definitely say that was a good penalty taken by Phoenix McElroy Scott, as Geely was poised and ready to put home that rebound that came off of the shot, off of the goaltender Anderson. And if it wasn't for McElroy Scott hooking him, it would have been a possible Arizona State lead. Arizona State on the man advantage now. Studioso at the point. Studioso walking the line. A little too hot of a pass for Jet Larson. Holston's going to have to retrieve it. Arizona State outmanning the puck, able to get the possession back of it. Studioso. Jet Larson! I think he was be able to sneak it in far side. That looked like was the only area that was open on Anderson, as he had to move quickly from right to left. And I think he was a little too tall standing up, and could have allowed Larson to put that one in on the left side if he was able to be a little more accurate with it. Minute 37 left on the 2-minute minor to McElroy Scott. Jet Larson plays up to the point. Budman trying to go for that shot pass, and error in play as Jet Larson couldn't handle it, and they're going to have to regroup. 2:45 in this second period. It's a 1-1 hockey game. It's almost that puck being able to be taken away. Puck's intercepted by Browning, and he'll throw that down. Arizona State can't really be able to get in a good rhythm after they had that good 30, 45 seconds with the first power play unit. Amaya on the left side is able to get zone entry. Eats a check from Simpson. Simpson trying to wave at that puck, but as he was picking the puck up, he had his butt end of his stick down on the ice, and he was trying to clear it. The Jimmies are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Kowalchuk throws it up high in front. Sullivan to Lane, has some space. Sullivan to the front of the net. Kowalchuk couldn't get a redirection on it. York with a risky pass, ends up finding Havner. Havner with the wrist shot on. Anderson trying to glove that, goes off his glove and off the netting. 69 seconds left in the second period. And for a game that's been, for the most part, dominated by the Jimmies so far as we're ending this end of the second period. It's been a hot Bronson Moore tonight for the Sun Devils. And a very opportunistic goal as it was Jack York coming in from the blue line and snapping that puck short side on Anderson. Klein couldn't win the draw clean. Sonstovo backhands that puck, and Miller with another big hit. This time he puts it on Cole McKechnie. Under a minute now in the second period. Okino tries to hit that man in front, Todd, as Adams was able to disinfect it. Looked like the Jimmies ended up going offside. As for Arizona State, you have to give credit to them. They've been very resilient, although they haven't had the puck too much in the offensive zone. They've been doing a great job defensively of being able to get in shooting and passing lanes and be able to have a clear sight of the puck. With that late change by Arizona State, Klein will get kicked out of the draw. Amaya pushes it forward. Sonstobo with a soft rim. Moore leaves it behind his net. Kowalchuk. It's Amaya. Amaya, chip off the glass. No icing by the linesman. Okino wins the race. Sonstobo trying to kick it out of his skates. He ends up hitting in front, and Klein comes a Klein, as Anderson just did enough to be able to keep that puck out. Klein. The Jimmies are having a little trouble on this forecheck from Arizona State. Klein couldn't find that puck to York, and it's going the other way. Sonstobo, and it was an amazing play by Kowalchuk to be able to just sprawl and stick his stick to put the poke check on. And at the end of 2 periods, we're in for a treat here at Oceanside Ice Arena with this third period up for grabs as it's 1-1 between the Jamestown Jimmies, number 17th ranked in the ACHA, and your Arizona State Sun Devils. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to third period action between the number 17th ranked Jamestown Jimmies and the Arizona State Sun Devils. I am Brett Vaughn as we have 20 minutes left. Separating these two teams is nothing as it's tied 1-1. There was a goal in the first period, 28 seconds in by Phoenix McElroy Scott, and it was Jack York in the second period tying it up for the Sun Devils. Puck's picked up by McElroy Scott. Ends up putting himself offside, though, as the ice looks like a little bit wet out there. Probably would have had a better chance if he brought his boat to the game. Crowd's going to be all the way in the offensive zone for the Sun Devils. Holston and Scott in the draw. One by McElroy Scott. Kowalczyk had to react, but he coughs it up. Both teams are trying to fight for it in the neutral zone. Sonstabo over to the middle. Here's pass by Kowalczyk. Kowalczyk over his defensive partner, Adams. Adams, the soft backhand pass. Both teams can't really settle that puck down. Again, still pretty wet. Browning, D-to-D with Barron. Kowalczyk, just pass intercepted again. Crom on the backhand trying to sneak his way in. Adams deflects that puck into the corner. Aaron Hopp in front of Moore, has to be careful about it. Adams just clears it away. No nonsense all the way down, but it's going to be an icing call. Minute in, both teams, you can either say, I don't know, maybe a little bit hesitant, or I think it has to do a lot with the ice still being very wet from the Zamboni in the second intermission, as both teams can't really have a good flow to their game. Todd wins the draw for the Jimmies. Puck around, trying to be centered in front of McKechnie, and that's picked up by Jet Larson. Larson, all alone, waiting for his recruits to come off the bench. Cycles it back down to Hurl, out of the reach of him, and he slides down to the ice. Jason Richter wheeling it out of his own zone. Gets it back from McKechnie. Richter trying to throw that in, and it was the active stick by Bronson Moore, poke checking that puck away. Amaya, the other direction for Arizona State. Amaya, he scores! The no-look shot from Amaya, I think, had everybody in the building, and especially goaltender Anderson, stunned, looking for that pass, and he goes far side, bar down. And it's a Sun Devil lead in the third period, 2-1. It's Garrett Amaya's fifth goal of the season, and it's a pretty important one as the Sun Devils have a lead against the number 17th ranked Jimmies, 2-1 in the third period. Play is whistled down for an icing. Jimmy's a little bit back on their heels, as it was a goal from Garrett Amaya. Again, really selling the pass hard and ended up going for a quick wrister and definitely caught Anderson napping. Dump the puck in for the Jimmies. Haney trying to get that in down deep. Puck centered in front. Michael Press couldn't get a redirection towards the net. His brother Allen. Puck's not settling down for him. Gavin Klein on the back check will lift his stick up and go off the glass. Allen Press gets it taken away by Klein. Then Klein whiffs on the pass. Donovan Myers for Arizona State gains the blue line. Soft rim, Geely. Geely centers it in front. Geely, as he was trying to find Klein, but if he was a left-hander, he probably could have had a one-timer opportunity, but since it was on his backhand, he couldn't get good wood on it. Michael Press the only Jimmy player out there, as all of them are going for a change. Press. Shoving Callahan off the puck. Budman wands it out. Only to the blue line, and the shot from Browning ends up getting stuck up into the roof. A little short of 3 minutes left in this third period, and the Sun Devils taking an early 2-1 lead in this third period, courtesy of Garrett Amaya. As the referees, not only do they call penalties, they also do some housekeeping here in the arena, as they're going to be scraping off some residue that came off the roof, off the playing surface. In fact, reminds me I have to do some of the chores at home and vacuum. Appreciate the linesman for letting me know. Play's about to resume. Chavez, Leach, and Palumbo in the offensive zone for the Jimmies. Jimmies win the draw. Browning trying to get that redirection through, unable to. Chavez, Leach down again using his big body, rims it back up to the point. Intercepted by Sullivan. Sullivan couldn't get that puck out. It comes right out in front dangerously as Moore just let that puck go, squirting through the crease. Puck stuck on the half wall. Lester and Yee battling for it. Sullivan will skate it out to his partner, Budman. Budman dumps it on Anderson, and he has to redirect that in the corner. On the half wall, on the boards in the offensive zone, both teams digging for it. Myers Palumbo for the Sun Devils. Captain Kowalchuk with a quick shot on. Saw the water bottle move. Wasn't sure if that was a goal or not, but it looks like it ended up hitting the outside of the cage. Jimmy's a little bit discombobulated in their own zone, and they're going to ice it. 16:01 in this third period. It's a 2-1 Arizona State lead, and we say thank you so much for everyone at home being able to join us tonight. He wins a draw for Jamestown. Rimming it around the weak side. Chavez leads with no pressure. They'll have another beauty of a flip dump out into the neutral zone. Kowalchuk couldn't fit that pass through the legs of Yee. Now in his own zone, is going to wheel it. Up into the neutral. Jet Larson just out of the reach of Havner. Kowalchuk at the blue line gets pushed down by McElroy Scott. Bell. Some nice quick touch passing comes to McElroy Scott. McElroy Scott drops the pass maybe a little too fancy as McNeil gets thrown into the boards. Arizona State with speed on the right side. Jet Larson trying to get around Stevens as Stevens was able to get a stick on it. Hurl. McElroy Scott will body him. Studioso from the point, and that'll be collected by Anderson. (2-1) Arizona State, 15:04 in this third period. We say thank you so much to our viewers joining us tonight. And again, we apologize for our technical difficulties with the internet. Hurl wins that draw forward. Barron's the first one to get it. McKechnie will find his teammate Todd. Todd chopping some salad, trying to get around Studioso. Studioso was able to play the body and not allow him to get to that puck first. Jimmy's have a big weekend coming up. Keno. Pucks are up in front. Richter, one-on-one with Studioso. Studioso, an active stick, was able to keep him to the outside. York beats McKechnie to the puck, and he'll shovel that out into the neutral zone as Arizona State goes for a change. Toe drag move by Alan Pruss. He tries to center that in front, and they score! And it's some brotherly love as it's Alan Pruss was able to find his brother Michael, and the rebound in front was able to be collected by him, and the Jimmies have tied up the game. Definitely not the prettiest of goals, but when you're down by one, you take anything you can get. As it was the two brothers connecting, Alan to the brother Michael in front as Michael was able to collect the rebound off of Moore's pads, winning the race to the front of the net first. And it's 2-2. As Jack York is talking with the linesman and possibly about disallowing this goal, or at least getting the explanation. Head coach State Green visibly upset about not disallowing that goal. Michael Pruss, a goal scorer. Coming in again, Moore. And he has to shovel that rebound out. As it was Dylan Haney almost at the scene, able to put home that rebound. As Arizona State were caught asleep at the wheel off the draw. Jamestown looks like after that goal they seem a little bit re-energized. Arizona State's going to have to be on their toes, I think. Not dwelling on that goal that could have possibly been disallowed is definitely not helping them any, as they have to focus on the here and now. Gavin Klein couldn't get that puck in all the way deep. Alan Pruss evades the check of Budman. Now on the right side. As he got the puck around Myers. Healy intercepts that pass up to the blue line. He gives it to Gavin Klein. Klein gets it sticked away by Browning. Quick transition for the Jimmies. Puck just rolls out of the blue line. And that'll force the Jimmies to touch up. Aaron pass by Browning, and that's going to force Jamestown to face off in their own zone with 13:10 left. Levi Holston for the Sun Devils against Michael Brayson for the Jimmies. Pardon me, Alan Pruss. Kept in by Miller on the far side. Whiffed at the first try, trying to throw that puck in, and ends up being collected by the Jimmies. Alan Pruss. Pruss tries to center that in front for his brother just over his stick. Adams riding him up against the wall. Michael Pruss trying to dig it out of his brother's skates. Comes up to the point. Okino with the wrist shot, misses. Press throws that in front. That time Michael couldn't find his brother. Jet Larson over to Adams, jumping in the play to defenseman. Trying to cycle that back up to Havner. A little miscommunication. Couple stick whacks, trying to jam that puck free from McKechnie. Unable to is Adams. Jet Larson trying to kick it up to his stick and settle that puck down. Still rolling about. Both teams trying to fight for the possession of it. Sonsabo circles back in his own zone. Under 12 minutes left in this third period. It's 2-2. Richter on the right side on his forehand. Richter, area pass to Todd on the one-touch pass. McKechnie with that weak backhand shot will miss high over the net. Garrett Amaya. Over to Studioso. Could be a quick 2-on-1. Studioso backhand. Oh, and Yager Larson, his second great opportunity of the game, and it goes begging. Todd. Button hooks up to the point. Stevens whistle on the shot. Could be a 2-on-1 opportunity. And Palumbo's pass out of the reach of Garrett Amaya near the end of his shift. Miller comes out off the bench just in time as he's waiting for that other defenseman to make the change to get off the ice to avoid too many men, and he's able to. Aiden Sullivan, as this game's starting to open up a little bit. Under 11 minutes now, and it's 2-2 in this third period. Kowalchuk back around. Crom intercepts. Crom up to the point. McElroy Scott trying to clap into that one. It was defensive front, and Holston will intercept the pass. Sun Devils elect to slow it down. Budman looking for that stretch pass, but its own man Holston gets in the way. Chavez Leach has to touch up as Yee was offside. Yee in the middle. Soft chip off the glass. Adams will be there first for Arizona State. Rims it around, kicks it up to Jet Larson. Larson with the far side feed out of the reach of Havner, and Sonstabo gets there first, and it's an icing call. Olsen and Todd in the draw, one by Todd. Jimmies have done a good job on the circle tonight. Okino behind the back pass for Todd. He elects to not shoot, trying to get the other defenseman Barron into the play, and he couldn't settle that pass down. Richter, tight turn, is able to shake off Holston. Soft chip out into the neutral zone. Jet Larson trying to pick it off Aquino. He's unable to. Aquino now ladles it to Richter. Richter able to bite Budman on the fake, and the quick shot was a glove save by Moore, able to just stretch it out. And it's going to be another icing call, and this 5-man unit for the Sun Devils have been out there for quite a bit. For the Sun Devils, they'll be hosting Minot State, top 10 ranked team in the ACHA, tomorrow night and Saturday night. And you can catch those games here on Arizona State Hockey YouTube. Puck gets redirected up in front. At that time, it was Alan Press trying to able to get a hand on it off that point shot from Browning. It was just a little too high. Now that'll allow Arizona State to go for a change, as Holston comes in to the relief of Gavin Klein. In the corner, York high off the glass, and Browning plays that puck up with a high stick, and the faceoff's going to be in the Jimmy's end. Again, folks, if you're just joining us, both teams exchange goals in the first half of this third period, and it's a 2-2 game with 8:48 left. Alan Press on his knees wins that draw. Studioso able to keep that puck in. Now come over to Sonstabo on the other side. He goes for the soft chip off the kick plate. Studioso trying to get that off. That's kept in by the defenseman Browning. Takes a weird hop to Press. Point shot on as Moore redirects that one in the corner off the shot from Stevens. Michael Press on his backhand. Tight turn. He's able to come out free on the other side of the net, trying to wrap that in. Misses the net. Another short angle shot. Alan Press, he's trying to jam at it. And Moore's able to beat him to the short post. Cameron Todd for Jamestown is one of the few Australians in all of the ACHA. Really impressive the strides he's taken in his game from what I remember from last year. He's been playing a more prominent role for this Jimmy's squad. Out of his own zone comes Kowalchuk, gets the redirection from Havner, and it's in the offensive zone. Holston couldn't intercept that puck cleanly. Now it's in the corner. He gets it right back. Trying to go for that behind-the-back pass. Couldn't reach Havner. Jet Larson covering for his defenseman Kowalchuk. Jamestown coming in. Rebound right in front. Backhand shot. Puck up in the air. No one knows where it is. And finally cleared up by Kowalchuk. To have it.